There was another thing he posted recently that I was actually
Alrighty, folks, today is
curious about. Yeah, here we go.
Blacks,
so you posted
America's
this on Twitter too. And this is like a long thing. I haven't seen this. Maybe we'll watch it in like fast speed or whatever. But apparently this is him basically just kind of like trying to denounce the monster that he helped create. Right?
Hey, folks, I want to do something different on today's show. We're going to cover one topic in depth. That topic is, I think, the most important thing happening in the country. It was a hot topic last week, but I wanted to take some time to really gather my thoughts and speak on it in coherent fashion, holistic fashion. That topic is the fragmentation of the political right. That fragmentation is being caused purposefully by a splinter faction of people led by a young man named Nick Fuentes. They call themselves the Groypers.
I mean, the splinter faction happened with Trump first, right? And then you decided to go on board even though you were initially against him. You decided to abandon your principles and just go like, oh, yes, Trump is good. Great. Awesome. Because you realized your audience was going that direction, right? Also, I'm just going to say, you complaining about fucking Nick Fuentes, if Nick Fuentes was the exact same, but he loved Jewish people, you wouldn't give a shit. You wouldn't give a single fucking shit. Because excuse me, buddy, but like, the moments where I found myself being like, holy shit, hateful things are getting normalized was on your fucking media channel, The Daily Wire, with fucking Matt Walsh and whatever that other guy's name is that, like, literally you platformed fucking fascists. Like actual fucking fascists, but the only difference is they like Jewish people. So don't act like, and not just platformed, but like Jeremy Boring. No, the other one. Like, these are people who will literally say on their platform verbatim, like, oh yes, we should eliminate trans people and we should take people's rights away. Like, they'll literally say that. They'll literally argue like, oh yeah, we shouldn't have free speech for people that aren't a part of our group. Michael Knowles, yeah. They're like, oh no, it's good to trample on other people's rights if they don't agree with us. We want a Christo-fascist whatever, right? That's your fucking media empire, dude. So just because Nick Fuentes is coming out and saying a lot of the same shit, but also he hates Jewish people, now you're like, hey, everybody, look, things have gotten really bad. Things have gone too far now. Fuck off, dude. Go fuck yourself.
They're white supremacists. They hate women, Jews, Hindus, many types of Christians, brown people of a wide variety of backgrounds, blacks, America's.
A lot of the things he's listing here, like... Have you seen your own employees and their shows and what they say and what you say? And what are we talking about, buddy?
Foreign policy and America's Constitution. They admire Hitler and Stalin. And that splinter
They hate America's Constitution. So does Donald fucking Trump, buddy.
faction is now being facilitated and normalized within the mainstream Republican Party. The main agent in that normalization is Tucker Carlson, who is an intellectual coward, a dishonest interlocutor, and a terrible friend. And Tucker Carlson last week was aided, abetted, celebrated for normalizing Nazism within the Republican Party by the mainstay organization of the traditional right, the Heritage Foundation. Now, before we explain what's been happening, let's make one thing clear. This is not about free speech or cancellation. It was never about free speech or cancellation. Free speech has a definition, the right to speak free of governmental coercion. I believe in it, of course. I've always defended it. Criticism of bad speech is, in fact, just a form of free speech. Cancellation also has a definition, the banning of particular people, including people like Nick Fuentes, from platforms like X or Facebook. I believe that Nick Fuentes is odious and despicable, but I've never called for his cancellation, and in fact, I've called for his restoration to those services, despite the fact that I think he's odious and despicable. It is not cancellation to draw moral lines between viewpoints. In fact, we used to call that one of the key...
I like how he has to spend so long clarifying, like, look, guys, I know I'm using the exact same language as anyone who's left of me would against me, but it's different. And I'll say that they're not for free speech and that they're trying to cancel me. But you shouldn't say that that's what I'm doing about Nick Fuentes. And here's why. Because it's very different. from when people do it to me than when I do it to other people. It's a different thing.
Aspects of conservatism. It is not cancellation to refuse to signal boost Hitler supporters like Nick Fuentes. It is not cancellation to criticize Tucker Carlson
I mean, you're signal boosting him right now.
for rhetorically fluffing Nick Fuentes and other anti-American crackpots. It's not cancellation if you urge others to stop promoting those who rhetorically fluff Nazi apologists.
It's funny. There's like, I guarantee you there was a fucking Ben Shapiro to Nick Fuentes pipeline. Like, dude, you radicalized so many fucking people.
Those are all elements of free speech. And anyone who says differently is lying to you and lying for the most cynical reasons to misdirect
What a fucking idiot.
from their own defense of those Nazi apologists and their promoters. The issue here isn't that Tucker Carlson had Nick Fuentes on his show last week. He has every right to do that, of course. The issue here is that Tucker Carlson decided to normalize and fluff Nick Fuentes, and that the Heritage Foundation then decided to robustly defend that performance. Those who criticize both Tucker and Heritage aren't canceling. They are quite properly drawing a moral line. So, for those who don't understand what's going on, let's begin with Nick Fuentes. Now, as I mentioned, last week, Tucker Carlson had on Nick Fuentes. Fuentes is a 27-year-old man who's dubbed himself the leader of a movement called the Groypers. He has a large audience of alienated young...
What's funny is for the longest time, I thought it was gyropers. Because I just saw it typed out. And I just never... Groypers sounds so weird. Sounds like groping.
white men in particular, and he's earned increased media attention over the course of the past few years, especially over the last year. Now, from Tucker Carlson's interview, you might have gathered that
And I mean, gyro is also weird sounding, but you know.
Fuentes has some borderline views on race, a peculiar obsession with what he calls
Borderline views on race. Not like anyone that's a part of my media thing.
organized Jewry, and a rather sad relationship with the female sex. But probably you came away thinking that for the most part, Fuentes lives on the radical edge of normality. You think that if you watch the interview, because Tucker Carlson decided that it was important not only to host Fuentes, but to smooth over his views, water them down, and make them far more palatable to a normal audience. As we'll discuss in a bit, this is what Tucker Carlson does for a living.
Are you going to show that?
To understand just what Tucker did here, we must actually examine what Nick Fuentes says on his show, and has said for almost a decade, because he was asked precisely 0 questions about any of what you're about to see by Tucker Carlson. Nick Fuentes says women want to be raped.
A lot of women want to be raped. And when I say rape, I mean like, that sounds bad when I say it like that. But there's like a lot of women that really want a guy to beat the shit out of them. But also they have to pretend, but part of it is they have to pretend like they don't.
Nick Fuentes says
I mean, yeah, that's a sus as fuck thing to say, but I will say he did say a lot of women. He didn't say all, he did say a lot. I don't want to be defending Nick Fuentes here.
that his followers should kill, rape, and die.
I don't know how many he means when he says a lot. Maybe 10's a lot. I don't know.
In his name.
Raise your right hand.
Wait, I need to hear what he's saying, he says before.
That sounds bad when I say it like that.
Says on his show, and has said for almost a decade, because he was asked precisely 0 questions about any of what you're by Tucker Carlson. Nick Fuentes says women want to be raped.
But
yeah,
also
that's different than what he said.
Die in his
All right, hold on.
guy to beat the shit out of them. But also they have to pretend, but part of it is they have to pretend like they don't.
Nick Fuentes says that his followers should kill, rape, and die in his name.
Raise your right hand. All right, everybody raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I will kill, rape, and die for Nicholas J. Fuentes.
See, this is the thing is like, you know, we live in an era where you can just say something ironically and sarcastically, but also mean it at the same time and be like, haha, I'm joking if somebody criticizes you. But then if somebody's like actually willing to die for you, you're like, hell yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted, right? And you get to just play it both ways. Yeah, that's what Fuentes does. So like, yeah, there's no... You're not convincing anybody by including that clip because the people that know he does that already know. And then the people who don't are just going to be like, yeah, he's joking. Or the people who are like a part of it will be like, hey, yeah, he's joking.
Fuentes says that women are whores who shouldn't be in politics.
Yeah, Matt Walsh also does that. That one Fox News commentator, Jesse Walters, is it Walters or Waters? That guy does it every single fucking moment, right? He's always saying something where it's like, I'm kind of joking, but yeah, Jesse Waters, like, oh, he's doing that 24/7. That's like his whole shtick is just saying insane shit and like doing it in a way where he's like thinking like, oh yeah, well, it's kind of funny.
I will continue my crusade against women in politics. Because it's always like this, and it's so ironic. Women are like, I don't like, when you say, I like it, you have to affect the face. When you say to repeal the 19th Amendment, that offends me. That hurts my feelings. It's like, have you ever stopped and considered that maybe if you get offended, there's such a strong emotional reaction to political opinions you disagree with across the board. Maybe that's one of the reasons why you shouldn't be making political decisions. I'm not attacking women. I'm attacking whores. You have no problems, right? I'm attacking whores. I'm attacking sluts, stupid, dirty bitches.
Nick Fuentes says,
It's so funny. Ben, like, do you not realize that your audience agrees with, like, most of this shit? Like, most of your audience agrees with this shit. Is there a single Ben Shapiro video that has positive comments on it? Can we find one?
alrighty, folks, today is
All right, let's just see this
the
most
dumb take
recent
from the
one.
right is that the reason
Ben is spiraling. Groyper's behind the walls. All right. I mean, at least a good amount of those comments seem to be related to like what he's saying. No, it's okay, Kamikaze. No, I appreciate it. No, you made that clear. I just wasn't sure because there was multiple. Yeah.
that Jim Crow was actually better for black people.
It was better for them too, number one, but number two, who cares? Who cares? You know, enough with the Jim Crow stuff. Who cares?
Thank you.
Oh, they had to drink out of a different water fountain. Big fucking deal. Oh no, they had to go to a different school. Their water fountain in that famous picture was worse. Who cares? Grow up, drink out of the fucking water fountain. It's just water. It's the same. You know, and you know, even if it was bad, who cares? Who cares? It's better. It's better in general. We all agree.
Okay, I'm more interested in the. It's weird that Ben thinks he needs to make this like edited case. Like, who is he convinced? Who in his own audience is he going to convince? Like, oh yeah, this Nick Fuentes guy, he's bad news. Tucker Carlson, he's a bad guy now. I know we all used to love him. But now that he's with Nick Fuentes, he's a bad guy now. Like, I'm sorry, there's not like that much of a difference between you guys. Like, you're not that far off. Dude, like, the reason why Nick Fuentes is like the most popular fucking like political commentator in the fucking United States right now, it's because he's not that fucking far off of what has been normalized by people like yourself, dude. How do you not understand this shit? Like the Trump shit is normalized like extremism, right? It's in the fucking government. There's like government officials, right? And then when you say this about people on the right, then there will always be some commenters going like, yeah, well, this person said this. And then the person in question will be like some random person on Twitter with no political power, right? Trying to compare it to like literally your president and like his cabinet and like people in actual positions of power, or like the largest podcasters on the in the country, right?
Hey everybody, Olivia here. It's November of 2025, and here are my $5 and up patrons. Michael Bradley, Ditzy Saltz, Rumsfeld, and Letterbox, Jordan A, Toby White, Blank, Anchor Helix, Arc Helix, Anchor Wolf, Arc Helix, Clarice Carlson, Cypress, D the Rabbit, Electrico so bad at games that he used a broken control stick to beat Sam's Undertale, Emil, Gabriel Herrera, Gezro, Happy the Knife, Lemonade Warriors participating in the hit game Among Us and is considered the Encroacher, Lobsterite, Mitzi Marcella, Modern Nerd, Oh Here She Comes, Osmond, Roxy's Inside Your Walls. You can lure her out with information on when the second season of the TED TV series is releasing. Sliv88, Skanat On, The Flying Marlin, The Super One Player, T King, www.openclassactions.com, Fox64, Yep, and Zachary Kane. So recently the channel hasn't really been doing all that well due to a lengthy break that we had to take at one point. Unfortunately, YouTube's algorithm is making the videos not appear quite as often in people's feeds, so to help us out, please like, subscribe, comment, and turn on the upload notifications by clicking the little bell icon. In other news, the first part of the Castlevania collab I did with Loud Equals Funny is available on YouTube now, so please check it out. Well, before we continue, let's talk at length about the box art. Not the USA box art. The Japanese box art.
If you scroll up a bit,
Yes.
it's the second one that I posted.
This is
It's incredible.
artwork.
It
We have
is
Castlevania.
awesome.
We have Castlevania over here in blue. No, Simon's wearing blue armor. Dracula has really long, thin fangs and looks like fucking James Gandolfini. There's another Simon swinging across a chandelier holding a candle.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was looking at the American box art first.
Yeah.
I gotta say, you would expect the Japanese to be a lot better.
Yeah, I know,
The
right?
American box art is great. I love the American box art.
The American
but
box art
and
is
then
one of my
you look-
favorites.
I love
much.
I love the little shitty Simon whip jumping across the fucking chandelier. That's great.
Well, I love.
And the Dracula too. Look at his
Oh,
stupid gormless fucking face.
Look
Guys.
at the minions of evil over here watching not Dracula, watching Simon swing from the
I was-
chandelier.
They're like,
I
"Yeah,
was gonna
shit!"
say.
Take care.